Hi there, welcome to H. Greg Lux. We hope you're enjoying your online shopping experience. You're about to watch a detailed walk-around video of your vehicle of interest. The goal of our videos is to provide transparency and full confidence in your buying decision, right from the comfort of your own home. Enjoy the video.
Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2016 Range Rover Autobiography. This car came with a minor damage reported in the rear of the vehicle, and it has one previous owner. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to start right here with the front bumper. Let's take a look. Front bumper seems to be in perfect condition. What about the hood? And we just want to know if there's any sort of damage at all, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. The hood seems to be in excellent condition, and we can move on right here to the driver's side of the vehicle. Starting with this fender. Looks perfect. What about the wheel? And the wheel is in perfect condition. There's no sign of damage or any type of curve rash. Now let's go ahead and move on right here to the doors. Starting with this one. Looks perfect. And this one looks perfect as well. Now let's move on right here to this fender. Again, trying to see if there's any sort of damage at all. Fender seems to be in perfect condition. What about the wheel? And again, I'm not seeing any type of curve rash or any other kind of damage. This one is in perfect condition as well. Now we can move on to the back of the vehicle. And this is where the minor damage was reported. So let's take a close look. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now we can move on to the rear bumper. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. Now let's move on to the passenger side. Starting with this fender. Everything's looking perfect. What about the wheel? And just like the last two, this one is in perfect condition. There's no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. Now let's move on right here to the door panels. Again, taking a close look at everything. First door looks perfect. And in this second door, I do notice a minor chip right here in the middle of the door with some minor scratches. Now let's move on to this fender, the last one. And I can safely say that this fender's in excellent condition as well. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. What about the last wheel? And this one doesn't have any signs of curve rash or any other kind of damage. It's in perfect condition, just like the last three. Now we can move on to the interior of the vehicle, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather, seeing if there's any sort of wear and tear, any sort of damage at all. And the only thing I notice is just some minor wear and tear right here on the side, but overall the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's move on right here to the door panel. Again, taking a close look at the leather, at the fabric, seeing if there's any type of wear and tear. But once again, I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Now we can move on to the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat, checking the leather, seeing if there's any sort of wear and tear, any sort of damage at all. And just like the other side, the only thing I notice is just some minor wear and tear right here on the side. But overall, the seat's in excellent condition. Now, once again, let's move on to the door panel. We're just like the other side. We want to know if there's any sort of damage, any tears, any scratches to the leather. I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Now, something I do want to mention is that this car comes with an owner's manual and one set of keys, as you can see right here on the screen. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. Starting with this one on the right side of the vehicle. Looking good. The only thing I notice is just some minor wear and tear right here on the side. Let's now take a look at the midsection. Again, we want to know if there's any tears, any scratches, any sort of damage. Midsection looks perfect. And now what about this seat? Looking good. Again, the only thing I'm noticing is just some minor wear and tear right here on the side, but overall the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's take a look at the screens. We want to know if there's any scratches on them. This one looks perfect, and this one looks perfect as well. Now with the car on, I want to show you a couple things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see in the bottom of the dashboard, this car has 9,741 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see right there on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera. Alright, now let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of damage on the leather, any tears, any scratches, any sort of damage. Everything's looking perfect. Now, what about the buttons? We want to know if there's any sort of damage on them. This side looks perfect, and this side looks perfect as well. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the mid console. Again, we want to know if there's any tears, any scratches, or any other sort of damage. Everything looks perfect here. Let's move on to the mid console, where we want to know if there's any sort of scratches to the screen, any sort of damage to the knobs, the buttons, or anything else. And the only thing I'm noticing is just two minor dents right here on the left panel of the mid console. One right here and the other one right here. Now we can take a look at the trunk of the car, and we just want to know if there's any sort of wear and tear in the sides, in the back of the seats, or in the floor of the trunk. But as you can see, there's no sort of damage at all. The trunk of this car is in perfect condition and very well kept. Before we finish off this video, let's take a look at the engine, and we just want to take a quick look. Perfect. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at H. Greg Lux.